Ladies and gents, ABs, ageless beauties, this is the lady coming back at you guys. This is the lady coming back at you guys with another hot topic. And yeah, so if you've seen the title, you already know what we're talking about. And it is that face, okay? That stank face, that mean mug, that resting face that we show the public, sometimes not even aware that we're showing them that face, okay? And so, yeah, if you're interested in this topic, then of course continue to watch. All right, guys, so I wanted to come in and just talk about the face that we display, sometimes unbeknowing to us, that we're displaying a stank face. We're displaying a mean mug. We're displaying something that's saying, do not bother me, do not approach me. And that's our resting face. Sometimes we are just not thinking, just going about our business, and we have this resting face that we're not aware of how it's being perceived by someone else. For me, my resting face really depends on what's going on inside. I'm not a poker face person, so I really can't hide my feelings. And when I'm really happy and upbeat, it really shows on my face that I am approachable. I am easy to talk to, get along with. People generate towards me when I'm in that space. And when I'm not in that space, you guys, I don't think people shy away from me because I still display an approachable a resting face. But at the same time, okay, but when I'm not in that happy-go-lucky mood and all of that, and maybe I'm feeling a little sad or depressed or unhappy about something, that also shows on the face, okay? And it could be that when it's showing, I'm not as approachable or not as approachable as I am when I'm in my happy place. Not saying that it is a mean mug, because I don't think I have that kind of disposition. I remember when I was much younger, much younger, and I would hang out with my girlfriends, and you know how a group of girls hanging out at a club or somewhere, and we are all gonna, go on the dance floor and start dancing and hoping guys will come out and dance with us. Well, there was, a time when I just didn't want to go out and party. And, but, the friends coerced me into going. And I had that face, that I don't want to be here kind of face. And so when they forced me out there on the dance floor, I'm just kind of really not into it, not really into the music, not paying any attention. And so when all the girls that I went out on the dance floor, you know, got dance partners, I was left all alone on the dance floor. How embarrassing is that? But that was because of me. That was because I wasn't displaying or approachable. That's because I had that don't bother me face. So who was going to, no guy is going to approach me with that kind of disposition. And so I just creeped off the dance floor and went back to sit down at the table. I shouldn't have went at all, but going out with your girlfriend, sometimes you don't want to go, but you go anyway. I should have just stayed my butt at home. But the point is because of my vibe that I was giving out, my resting face, those guys knew, don't approach this woman, okay? And so you see people and they have a resting face that can be intimidating, that can be a mean mug, okay? They may not know you, probably don't know you, but it's something going on inside of them, and unfortunately they too don't have a poker face, and it's showing in their resting face. They may not even know you. I know I had an incident, several actually incidents, where I didn't know the woman or the person that I was approaching, but I happened to be in a store shopping for some technology equipment, and me and a coworker walked to the attendant to pay for the merchandise, and her resting face was so intense that it literally stopped me in my tracks as I was approaching her. And she gave me a look like, I wish you were dead, kind of drop dead kind of look. I mean, and couldn't have it couldn't have been about me because she didn't know me. I didn't know her. But whatever she was going through, whatever she had going on in her mind, in her spirit, it showed in her face and through her eyes, and it was something, okay? I never, I never had such an intense kind of wow reaction to someone who had a resting face like that before. And, I thought maybe I'm just being oversensitive. Um, maybe I'm just reading more into it. But when me and my coworker left that store, he stopped me and he said, "Did you see the look she gave you?" And I thought, okay, well, maybe it wasn't just me. Maybe it wasn't just what I was, maybe it wasn't just me who saw that. Um, but it was like targeted towards me, but she didn't know me. She really, we never met. And so only thing you can conclude is she was going through something. Maybe I reminded her of someone, I don't know. But you have no idea how your resting face can impact someone else, and how they are reacting towards what you are, um, what kind of vibe you're putting out there. And so I wanted to come in and talk with you guys about this topic because I, I, I read a lot. I read a lot. I read comments, especially here on YouTube. I love going to different, different YouTube videos and reading the comments and things of that nature. And I came across um, the topic of why men don't approach me, and I thought a lot of times it's because of our resting face. It's because of our disposition or the vibe that we're sending out. I know that when I broke up with when I was going through my divorce, I didn't. Men were the last thing on my mind. I didn't. I've been there, done that. Had the T-shirt, burned it. Okay, I was done. And so when my girlfriend, another friend of mine, asked me to go to a house party with her, I didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go. I wasn't interested in meeting anyone. And so when I got to the party, of course I went. I'm a sucker, I know. But when I got to the party, there was maybe five girls there, and about 20 to 25 guys. So, you know what I'm saying? So, so the guys were coming, okay, and I was doing everything. I had that I don't want to be here kind of disposition. I'm not interested in meeting anyone. I had that going on, okay? And so every time a guy would come, he'd leave. Every time a guy would approach, I'll say something, he'll leave. Okay? Another guy will approach, I'll say the same thing, he would leave. Okay? And so my husband, who's my husband now, was at that party. And even though I was going, I had that disposition and I had that mean mug going on, um, it didn't deter him from approaching me and listening to my spill and getting over that spill. Now, you guys, when you can get a guy with your mean mug going on, you got something there. Okay, you got a keeper. He was able to break through that mean mug of mine, and we've been together now for 25 years. Even though sometimes you have that mean mug going on, you have that I don't want to be bothered attitude, there's a guy that can break through even that. Okay, now you not going to get as many guys who's going to try to break through that as you would having a more pleasant resting face, but there's a guy for everyone. Okay, but even though my husband was able to break through that mean mug disposition I was in, look how many other guys that I didn't even give an opportunity or a chance to get to know me because of my disposition. They were all nice guys, but I didn't even give them a chance to get to know me because I was in that place. Okay, I do remember when I was working in corporate. I used to take my lunch and walk around the building, and most of the time when I'm walking, I'm looking down. I used to look down and walk, so all you saw was the top of my head. But this day that I walked around the building, I was actually looking up. I guess I was looking around, and because it was a beautiful day, and I saw this man approaching me. Well, he was walking. He was walking towards me as we were going to pass each other, and I just happened to make eye contact with him. I smiled and I kept walking. And maybe 2, 3 seconds later, he was tapping me on my shoulder. I turned around and all he said was, "Thank you." And then he walked away. And I'm going, thank me for what? What did I do? But I acknowledged him. I smiled at him. And that was all he needed. And that was all he needed at that point. And so that impacted not only him but me, because it let me know that people come people that we meet, the people that come in our space, they come there for a reason. There's a purpose for them being there. And hoping that my resting phase, um, my interaction with them, even if it's something as brief as a smile, is something that if that's what they need, I'm hoping I'm able to give them that. That one incident is the reason I wanted to do this video and talk about your resting phase, because you don't know who you're impacting or what someone is getting from you, even though you don't even know it. It's like, and I don't want to be too biblical, but it was like when Jesus was walking and the lady touched his robe, and he felt it immediately that, hey, somebody touched me. And now he's around all of these people, but that one touch from that woman, he felt it. You never know what someone is taking from you when you're just by your resting face or your disposition or the vibe that you're getting. Someone is absorbing whatever it is that you're giving out, and hopefully you're giving out a positive force, a positive light, and that positive light, whether it is spoken, whether it's just a smile, whether it's just a look, can impact that person, someone else's life. Okay, so I hope this made sense to you guys in a good way, and I just wanted to come in and share, my resting phases, my resting phase stories, and hopefully you'll share some with me as well. Leave your comments below. Please rate, comment, subscribe to my video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll do some more hot topics real soon. This is the lady signing off for now. Be blessed and a blessing. Have a great day and make great things happen. Bye-bye.